I'm joined today by Ben Alexander. Ben, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So, Ben is an appraiser on our panel. He's also an appraiser, which is in our preferred status. And so preferred status appraisers do the best work, amazing customer service, great quality, always make their turn times. And so he's one of our better performing appraisers. And then on top of that, he's doing some really great work out in his community and out in the world.
One morning I woke up and I just felt like this overwhelming sense of needing to do more, needing to get outside of my local community. Guatemala I just kept feeling like Guatemala, you need to go to Guatemala. And I didn't know anybody there. So I hop on a plane. I got connected with somebody who was going to drive me to a few places where, they could use some help. So one of the first places that they took me was to this school that has 500 kids. And so I was there and I started hearing these stories about the kids, and I started meeting the kids where, this one boy would walk 8 miles to school, home, or to school and home every day, just so he could
8 miles each way.
Each way.
Oh, wow.
So he would start 4 hours before he was supposed to be at school. And what he would eat for breakfast was one tortilla. And then he would bring one in a bag for lunch. And then for dinner, he'd have a tortilla with maybe a half a cup of beans on it. And I started hearing these stories, and I was just sobbing for, all day while I was sitting there. I was meeting the teachers, and I was meeting the kids, and, seeing some of the deformities that the kids have because they don't have clean drinking water. There's lead in their water, so they have 6 toes, and they have, kind of shrunk arms, and I was wrecked because I'd been in a lot of other countries, but I had never seen this type of stuff, this hard, there's so many different avenues. They call parts of Guatemala, they call the fourth world. So we hear about the third world. Well, there's a dump in Guatemala City that they call the fourth world because these people live in the landfill of Guatemala City. I started asking, what can I do? How can we help? Where can we go? And so now I'm connected in basically the whole country through this school system. And the projects that we've done, we help start small businesses, and we donate the funds, we donate the materials to help them start their small businesses. We've started a bakery. There's another community over towards Honduras. I asked them, I said, what do you need to kind of rise up a little bit? And they said, if we could get a sewing machine, that would be amazing. She said, but if we could get one that works it's a manual and an electric, because our electric is spotty. So if it's manual, then we can still work. We're gifted at this. We can take it down to the bottom of the mountain and sell it at the market one day a week. So we've got the coffee fertilizer business coming up. We've got other communities who they want to start little tortillerias. When you walk down the street and you get your bag of tortillas for dinner that night, just getting the supplies that they need to do that is, for us, it might be $200. We'll get them everything they need and get them set up for a year. But they would, on their own, they would never be able to do that. And would transform their household and, in some cases, communities. And they're all very practical businesses. There's nothing where it's like they need all of this money. They need all of these they have, they're all very practical. And there's no shortage of them, because any community we go into, we ask, hey, what do you guys need? What could help you? Because the last thing, we never just hand out money, because, money doesn't last. They'll spend it and then it's gone. But if we help them start a business and teach them how to be sustainable and how to reinvest their profits, and it changes generations. We've gotten into communities where we know that there's desperate need. And, by making friends with other people who are on other adjoining communities, we've been able to gain favor and to get into them. And the possibilities for helping them are are endless. But if we, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time, and that's what we do. And over the last 5 years, we've just seen so much happen, and so much sustainability, so much, and we work on water projects. There's a lot of other stuff that we do. I could talk for hours about it, but there's these communities with lead in their water, we've brought them simple devices to take the lead out, and it will change their lives and their communities just by doing that. But yeah, the possibilities are endless. Making them sustainable is probably the most important thing that we do, because we can take the lead out of their water, but if they can't, there's so many pieces to it that if they can't be sustainable as a as a community, the rest of it may not matter. So making them sustainable and helping them start small businesses has been, kind of because then it starts with one person, and they want to help their neighbors, and then it becomes this machine that just it continues to go out and just transform communities and areas.
Well, we are so proud to have you as a class act appraiser. I challenge everyone that sees this video, whether you see it on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, wherever you see it, please share it. I challenge you to donate. I'll be donating to your GoFundMe today. I'm going to provide all of the links either on the screen and also below. But Ben, thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your story.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. And 100% of whatever's given gets given away. So there's no there's no overhead. So whatever you give, it's all going to be given back in the community and the channels that we have. So yeah, I'm excited.
Ben, thanks for being on, and for everybody that's watching, we hope to be sharing more good news and feel good stories in the future. Ben, to your point earlier, I think we need it now more than ever. So thank you all for watching, and donate to Ben's cause.
Thanks, Julie.